And welcome to
And
the We're Not Talking About That podcast. Take 3 for episode 27.
Take 3. We have been having so many fucking technical difficulties in this particular fucking show. I don't know what this we're talking about time travel. Maybe something's going on. It's glitching.
Yeah, today's
happened today.
Tip your fucking camera down, Gabe. You're fucking floating head.
I have this different camera. It's kind of
Gabe's back at the supercomputer, and now he's having camera difficulties.
Not using the camera.
You're a floating head, dude. You gotta fucking sort it out.
You gotta fucking sort it out.
Okay.
That's fucking not working.
Hold on, jeez.
There it is. There.
Jeez Louise. Okay, wait a second.
Cutting off the top of your head. There you go.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
There it is.
Did you say it looked like he's in a dentist's office or something? What's that there back there?
Gabe's gonna clean your fucking molars right now.
That is a cat tree, and that is my wife's chair for her desk. So we share an office.
How many cats
I'm in the office. 2.
What are their names?
Name the cats. What are the cats' names?
They're Good Boy and Pee-Pee.
Good Boy and Pee-Pee. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much
Gabe's
sums
cats,
it up.
Please send treats and cat goodies.
Yeah, do send treats. Yeah.
To Gabe for Pee-Pee and Juju. What was the other one?
Good Boy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Well, anyway, thank you for listening. If anybody's listening, which the last 2 times we tried to record this an hour ago, it didn't work, and I had to move to the supercomputer. Now it seems to work fine. So I think I'm gonna have to abandon using the laptop for doing these.
I think I just got to straighten my laptop out. I'm using my wife's stuff because I'm retarded. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That should just hook in.
You're doing fine. Well, today's episode is we're going to talk about time travel, but we have a lot of other things to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to do this again, but how was everybody's week? We already did this twice. Mine was great.
Start a new job. T-Bone started a new job. Gabe's stressed out and having memories
I went to Santa's Village and I did roller skating. Yeah,
I did roller skating in Santa's Village. Really? They roller skate in Santa's Village?
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Okay, we did all that. Okay, let's go.
Well, wait a second.
Really? They roller skate in Santa's Village all the way up on the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I loved it. Oh, what was that, T-Bone? Go ahead.
Why? I don't want to get too deep into it, but why were you roller skating in Santa's Village?
Well, okay,
this is a hard question I had about that too.
Well, I went with a couple of coworkers. We went up there. I took my wife. Met a couple coworkers. We went roller skating. They have a roller skating night on Saturday nights at Santa's Village. We went up there. Oh, you have a pipe?
Listen, you're gonna fuck around. I'm gonna fuck around. I don't even know what you're talking about, but this is what's happening now. I'm gonna pull out the orange fucking nutsack.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Halloween edition.
Are you guys really smoking out of pipes? Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, dude, look at he's got a nice one. That's a gentleman's pipe. It's a fucking gentleman's pipe. I'll smoke right in my own house. Fuck you guys.
There you go.
I need some new tobacco. Fuck that. You don't like that? I'll go corn cob.
If you're gonna roller skate in Santa's Village, dude, where are you getting all these pipes?
Dude, I told you I smoked that. I was getting to the pipe thing for all I got. Yeah. Okay. Corn cob.
Yeah. These guys are pulling pipes out of their
that shit.
drawers.
Well, I've just been cigars and pipes, and that's. As you get older, you just got to put on a fucking like a little robe and just fucking.
I know. It's a journey, right? Like, look at this fucking
I've sometimes enjoyed a cigar. I don't think I could do pipes.
Dude, it's nice. The smell of it. It's like my uncle used to smoke one.
Yeah,
he smoked that fucking Captain something. Was that fucking? I always loved the smell of that. It was like fucking cherry or something. He smoked that shit and it just fucking kind of filled the air. It was nice. Anyway,
I don't think I can do it. Well, anyway, went skating with coworkers.
What are you smoking, T-Bone? What do you got? What you got? Tobacco in there?
That's straight up out of Medford, Oregon. That is Scotty Shiraki's brother's farms.
Oh, that tobacco. Exactly.
Is there any other tobacco?
Well, Well, no. I mean, depends on what. So, anyways, back to roller skating.
Back to roller skating.
Anyway, Santa's Village, isn't that filled with ice? How you gonna roller skate on ice?
No. It's the summertime, and it's
now
also
they have it open in the summer. They just like it's like, hey,
well, it's like an act. No, it's an outdoor activity.
Sweating his balls off.
Place now. It's not like Santa's Village anymore. It's a whole it's an outdoors activity place now, but it's still got all the Santa's Village buildings. And there's food. We had food. Then we did some roller skating for a couple hours.
What nice. Food do they have? Is it like carnival food at Santa's Village? Or is it like
it's just reindeer.
I had barbecue. I had barbecue.
Reindeer.
Yeah, it's fucking reindeer, my friend. That's what it is.
It was
barbecue reindeer. Now, I don't know why they didn't advertise it like that, because I would have, if that was my Santa's Village, I'd advertise barbecue reindeer.
Well,
dude, you could go back in time
away from the Santa's Village aspect.
Yes.
Let's continue with the episode.
Today's episode is today.
Hold on. Before I do that, we're time traveling today. We're talking about time travel. But before we talk about time travel, there's been a couple things in the news that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
The presidential debate between Donald Trump
and... Which you didn't watch. Because you couldn't. You're just too embarrassed. What is the motion that you can't watch something because you know this, T-Bone, and I feel it too. Sometimes you're too embarrassed about something to watch it at all.
I don't know if I was embarrassed. Okay, so this is what happened. I got home on Thursday evening. I think the debate had already started. It was probably just starting. I was going to turn it on. And then I start getting a flood of messages from these guys like, oh my God, it's a bloodbath. It's going terribly. I was like, oh, I guess I won't watch it then, because I don't want to like totally spoil my, like, I wasn't.
Did you watch it?
Just home from work. I'm already.
Did you turn it on?
No, he didn't. He didn't watch it at all.
No. Because I got you guys' messages that
I turned it off after a period of time, and I thought I should have kept watching it because we got to talk about it, obviously. But I did not watch it to the end.
I watched it through. You
watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I also noticed at the end that
I don't know what the fuck happened. It came out strong.
Honestly, old is what happened.
Well, but then you watch the shit after. Like, he did the interviews and it was. I will say this: Trump, and the whole thing ended, and fucking Biden's wife came over and gave him a hug. We're talking. She probably
and he just walked off the stage. Don't worry about
it. She probably went up and said, "Hey, listen, you're at a debate. Just calm down. We're gonna walk over there. We're gonna say hi." And debate. He's probably like, "What the fuck happened?" It's like, yeah, it was with Donald Trump or whatever the fucking guy was.
This is what just happened.
Okay. So, but one of the cordial things he did was at the end they went and they said thank you to the mediators and the moderators, and he said thank you, and fucking Trump just walked off like fucking.
Nobody was there to meet Trump. He just walked off like, go fuck yourself.
And he did. Yeah. He did fucking win this. You know what I mean? But this is the thing is, if you continued on and watched, like he went and talked to his fucking constituents after and this whole thing, and he was a fucking pistol. Like, hey, man, I know we didn't do too good, but, it's like, where the fuck were you, dude? Where was that guy? Like, that guy should have been fucking there. But this is these are my hopes that deep down, this is a Democrat game somewhere. I got to hope that this is some type of throw your pawn out here, lure some people in with this. I'm hoping for something like that, because all we hear right now on this thing is. Go ahead. Are you frozen?
Oh no, I'm wondering if you think. No. I'm wondering. So, do you think that this was like a, hey, let's start out bad and then the kid makes a comeback kind of a thing?
Dude, no. I don't think any of that was going on. I don't think anybody was like, let's start out bad and fucking. You don't want to start out bad and have a comeback kid.
Well, are you sure? Because that would be a strategy. Like,
it is a strategy.
Everybody wait.
There's more.
Then that fucker needs an Oscar on fucking, for being old fucking duddering man, then that's what he needs. Because if that was a fucking play, come on, buddy. And that's not going to be a play. There's no play where you fucking
And I didn't say that that's
weak.
what it was. I'm hoping that this is part of a Democratic fucking strategy. This is the only thing I can hope at this point, because that was an utter fuck show. And if I've
already given
time
up,
travel,
and I think that.
And this is how I know there isn't time travel, because someone would have fucking given us a better candidate than this. Either one of these two fucking idiots, if there was time travel. So if we're going into time travel, I'm going to have a hard time with it right now, because I don't see why.
There's a lot of
entertainment. I don't know.
There's a lot of talk about replacing him as the candidate. There's a lot of talk about it.
That's not fucking happening. I know you talked about Mark Cuban and something. Mark Cuban had fucking thrown his hat in the ring, but I'm honestly, I'm not stoked on that.
We already tried Ross Perot. That didn't work. So
the assistant the assistant campaign manager for Joe Biden said, like, look, Joe Biden's the campaign. Joe Biden's gonna be the nominee. Period. Fucking hands down. That's it. That's what's happening, and everybody just chill the fuck out, because that's what's going on. To bring somebody else in at this stage would be utter fucking chaos. And, well, if we're talking about Mark Cuban, he has money, but anybody else that would come in does not have a war chest. That's fucking Joe Biden's war chest. You know what I mean?
Well,
they're not going to have money for campaign. They haven't built this up. This is fucking late in the game. You know what I'm saying? Really late in the game. And not only that, it looks fucking bad. Not only does that look bad, but it looks bad to fucking kick him out and then try to bring somebody else in at this point. It's desperate. And it's fucking, that's not going to be a good look. And now you got to get everybody on that person's side. We're fucked. This is what's going on. And that's it. And that's all.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I already predicted that Biden's going to lose to Trump. So I made my prediction official last week. I just want you to know, it seems like it's happening. It seems like I'm going to be right. I'm often right.
You might be, and some of the things that I've been looking at is like.
Time he won?
What Trump? No, I did not think he could win the first time.
But he did.
Yeah, that was wrong that time.
Yeah, some of the stuff I've been seeing lately is today after the fact. Some of it's been disaster fest, stuff, but some of it has been, it's not so bad. Biden came out again. He did a bit of a rally, a little stopover campaign speech, and then he was like, and he even said himself, he's like, look, I don't walk like I used to walk. I don't talk like I used to talk. And, I'm not as, spry as I used to be, but he goes, I got this. I know how to do the job. And that's, so that's the way they're doing it. That's the way they're spinning this right
Jimmy
now.
Carter right now. So,
I know.
Jimmy Carter looks pretty bad, dude.
Whatever.
Do we have hope? Do we just hold out hope on this thing? And that
I don't think you should. I think you should be preparing for the worst. And that's why I've selected the next news thing. And I also added a new segment because we're preparing for the worst. But that's going to be the last segment of this podcast. But listen, last word for me on this is Biden's going to lose unless they're trying to do the comeback kid thing, which he's still going to lose.
But the fact is the matter, they are still calling Trump out for the fucking amount of lies that he's spewed during this debate. And
nobody cares about lies.
And nobody fact checked him. Well, there are a certain amount of people that don't care about lies. I certainly fucking care about lies.
Dude,
I certainly give a shit about every lie.
Hold on. Wait, stop 1 second. Nobody who's going to make the decision on the election cares about lies. We're talking about those people in the middle who are the dumbest motherfuckers in the world are going to choose this president. Think of the most stupid people you know. Think of them right now.
I
still
give a shit.
Wait. Do you have
Yeah, I do. I drew a picture in my head
now,
immediately.
They're going to decide. They're deciding. What do you think is going to happen?
They're not.
Yes,
deciding.
They are. Those are those dummies in the middle.
They're going to throw their votes in, and that's fine. But they are a minority. They are a fucking minority. Nah.
Get ready.
Still the fact that where the polls are at right now? After all that shit,
Biden's behind.
Let's see.
Well, we could look.
Biden's not behind. You got to check the polls. Can't just say that shit. I don't think he is, strangely enough. Because, I mean, after watching what I watched, it
says increasing numbers of voters don't think Biden should be running after the debate.
Yeah, this is damaging.
Post-debate polls. Wait. Let's see. This is data for Progress. So, in post-debate poll, voters think Biden is too old to be president, yet alternative candidates perform similarly against Trump.
So this is the fucking thing. This is not what he has to fight now. Is that I'm too old to fucking be president? And like,
I don't know,
dude, is he going to survive another 4 years? The question is, if we've looked at presidents going in and coming out, like a Bush and fucking Barack Obama, this shit ages you like probably nothing else in the world. We have stress, but I think there's stress on a level with the president that we don't even fucking know about. To be honest.
So June 30th, 2024, Trump's the leader.
Stress.
Trump's the leader by 1.3% right now. It's 41.7 to 40.4. So
now, my question is this, and I thought about this today. Why do the polls matter? And what does this matter to? It matters to the people, and that's it. Just scare your ass, or you're root for your dude. But honestly, does this shit really matter? And who are they asking?
It's the dumbest people are going to choose. That's what's going to happen. And we're... So
unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't think there's any fucking end to that now, is that the stupidest people are reigning, which is like the anti-educational, anti-fucking academic, anti-everything, because y'all are faggots. And it's idiocracy, dude. It's fucking, you know what I mean?
I know.
It is.
Look at him, motherfucker, talking stupid, talking like a faggot. Man, fucking, with all his big, flashy words.
John and I were saying this morning. It's like, she said, so what do you think of that? I said, dude, it's like idiocracy. That's what's happening right now.
It is.
Idiocracy.
Hey, dude,
100%.
There is, I don't think we can stop it. I think that...
No. I want to go off of that, Gabe. I want to go off of that, Gabe, because do you feel like there's this is sliding toward that like a fucking train, and there's no way to stop.
Runaway train never coming back.
There's no way to stop the sliding into stupidity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not, I don't think...
How are the fucking rednecks fucking taking control? And like...
It's only
stupid, education stupid, and college just try to make you liberals.
Must have its day.
It's the end of the United States as we know it, and it's not necessarily a bad thing for the rest of the world, but it's a bad thing for us because
it's the end of the empire, isn't it? Isn't it, my friend?
This is the greatest place in the fucking world.
Well,
this country.
It
That's
can still be the greatest place in the world,
here.
But it's going to be the end of the empire. I don't know.
Fucking, what do you mean? The end of the empire, like Darth Vader style?
It's been on the decline since Forrest Gump came out. Okay. Let's be honest.
No.
Let's be honest. That's when it all started going downhill, was when Forrest Gump. Okay, well, not to scare you, but I'm gonna go on to the next thing.
All right.
I
want to clarify the end of the empire thing. I don't think that the United States is going down. I think we're gonna get this fucker. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know.
This ties
kind
in.
Okay.
This ties in. You ready? Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Oklahoma State, the superintendent of all the schools, orders the schools to teach the Bible in the schools in Oklahoma.
But you can't do that.
But they're doing it.
Someone's gonna come out and say, "This is against my constitutional right." It's fucking the first.
But look at who's in it. Look who the Supreme Court is. A bunch of like wackos. Like Amy Coney Barrett, you think she's going to be against? She's a big old Christian.
Constitution that you cannot fucking have religion in the government.
It says a lot of things, but
you ball that shit up and throw it away, dude. Honestly, it's fucking. I mean, anymore.
It's all for interpretation.
This whole situation of separation of church and state is no longer a fucking thing. We already talked about this episode ago about this, how crazy people are getting with the biblical shit.
We need to talk about that. We need to look at it. Let's not talk about it. Dude, who is this fucker? Who is Ryan Walters?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I love the slide, dude.
Who is he? Okay. I did a little research.
He's the devil damn guy.
Okay. I did a little research. So Ryan Walters, he's first of all, he's young. So these fuckers, he's born in 85, dude. He's not even 40. He served as he's the Oklahoma superintendent of public instruction since last year. He's a member of the Republican Party. He has been a vocal critic of critical race theory, which I totally think is something that is important for people to understand. LGBT students, he's critical of LGBT students. He's student rights, teachers unions, and he's described as the state's top culture warrior. Dude, he's trying to get into politics on this thing, and motherfucker is an evil fucker. He really is.
So you know what Trump is, honestly? He's like the queen mother birthing out shitheads. You know what I mean? Just shitting out these fucking people. Like, where did these people come from? They never used to be around. And now there's like these, I mean, there were Christian nationalists and all that stuff. I get that. But like on this level, it was like.
Well, look at Trump's fucking dude, right? I mean, when Trump was president, who was his religious advisor? That guy just fucking dropped down from the Gateway Church because fucking he had sexual relations with a 12-year-old. Fucking
yeah.
Back in the 90s. Well, I mean,
listen, this guy, his dad is a minister at the Church of Christ, whatever that awful thing is. I mean, dude, these are the people who are coming up. These are the people. You got to get ready for this because, dude, they are. This goes beyond Trump. Dude, we're gonna be we're going to live in a theocracy. Anyway,
listen, we talked about that Idaho shit, and this is the exact same shit. These people are out there, dude, and they're out there and they're fucking going hard at it. And the thing is like, fuckers like this is like, it's like Trump fucking shat himself and opened the door to hell. And all these fucking minor demons came out that could end up being major demons. Because now they're all got the free fucking, now we're all just going to do what we're gonna do, you know, and like fuck everything.
These people are the real thing that you should be afraid of. And you know, like this whole like religious zealotry that's going on. And you know, I know T-Bone said that, you know, the Constitution protects us, but it won't, because they'll just amend the Constitution. They don't care. They'll make us live in a theocracy. Yeah. And dude, I don't think I can do that.
And honestly, it's like you have to believe this shit or else. But see, what's the difference between this and like Saudi Arabia or fucking anything like this, where you have to be Muslim? You have to be Muslim because if you're a Christian, we're just going to come to your house and we're going to break down your church and fucking kill you.
I mean, they don't do that in Saudi Arabia, but like say,
or like, anywhere in the Middle East, they don't do things like that.
Well, I mean, there's people
they
who
don't
like,
hate Christians over there.
It's not necessarily the way it works.
They do.
The way that way that these theocracies work, it's not like you're gonna have and the way the Christian theocracy will work is they'll just oppress women and, you know, like poor people and minorities, because basically God likes, you know, in these people's mind, God likes white people better. I'm sorry, that's just what these people believe, and I mean, that's basically what it is. It is, but it's the same thing. If you don't believe what they believe, and you've seen this shit, we're talking about Israel and fucking Palestine, the Israelites moving into fucking Palestinian homes, just kicking people out. You know, we're talking about fucking, you know, religion, and this is the shit that religion does to people. This is what they do. The superiority complex that you have, and it's across the board. The superiority complex. Well, that's why the people who the framers of the Constitution, as much as I don't think they were the great guys that everybody makes them out to be, they did do one thing right, and they tried to keep religion out of the government, and that was a good idea.
Right? Don't you think that was a really good forethought?
Amendment.
Yeah.
That was the first thing. It said, you know what? You know, we just got done with this. This is why we left England. We didn't want all that shit. Number one,
apparently
there will be no religion here.
We don't want
the people want
a ruler who's
the 3%ers
whose God is
bring
behind them.
They want to bring this back, you know.
Yeah,
they want us to be England.
I think
again.
we're in trouble.
The situation is that these people are the most fucking extreme of all of them. Like, most of us just want to live our lives, and if you have religion, do your religion and just fucking hang out.
But this guy runs the schools in Oklahoma.
Chicken on Sunday. But this motherfucker is really hardcore. And this is the thing that we're talking about is that this guy's trying to turn shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's not about leaving people alone to their own religions. He's about fucking changing.
Jesus comes back and they all these fucking white motherfuckers figure out that that's not a white dude. This can't be Jesus. That's not a white dude.
They would be upset. They would be upset.
They would beat the shit out of Jesus, probably. Yeah,
they would. They might,
as a mistake.
They might hate him
well, then, like this fucking goddamn Saudi Arabian, this goddamn Middle Easterner over here. You know, like if Jesus came back, they would mistake him for a Middle Easterner in robes, and they'd probably kick his ass.
They would.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let him into their neighborhoods.
They'd beat Jesus.
I don't know.
This is going to be called
that's
beating Jesus.
That's why we need time travel.
Have you ever seen? You know what? I want a fucking velvet picture of Jesus with a bloody nose, because that's really, honestly, the fucking situation that's going on here right now.
Like this,
because those cocksuckers would beat the fuck out of Jesus if they found him at a 7-Eleven with his robes on. He'd be like, "I'm coming back, my sons, to help you," and they'd kick his ass right by the Slurpee machine.
And we don't want
put him on a cross. And they drag stakes.
They put him on a cross. These cunts are the fucking Romans. No mistake. These guys are fucking cunts. And they're on the wrong fucking side. And they think they're on the right side, but they are on the fucking wrong side.
I don't know if they think they're on the right side.
I'm always the pessimist in most of my things, but I sure have high hopes that we're going to stray from where you guys tell me this road's leading, especially Mr. Middleman gave there. Telling me that Trumpy's going to win, because fucking that's going to make for a sad fucking time.
It will be a sad time. I'm not saying that over the long term things won't improve, but in the short term for us, it's not going so good.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Does anybody think that maybe let's watch this happen? I want to see if everybody agrees with the outcome of this, because y'all are so fucking fired up to have this lying cunt in office, and you don't think he's going to become a dictator. Maybe you do, and you think maybe that's a good thing. But what happens in the next 4 years after that? How many of you are really supporting what happens after that? Because there's a shade there where it's like, you know what? He lies. He's a fucking idiot. And like we talked about this, there might be an anger with the right that they know he's a fucking idiot, but this is the guy that's saying the shit that we'd like him to say.
This is Tricky Dick. This is Tricky Dick.
This is Tricky Dick. He's saying all the stuff we'd like him to say, and he's a fucking asshole, but he's the only guy saying the stuff, and we're really sorry that it's not somebody more respectable, because it isn't. And
with all due respect,
they don't care
you're an asshole.
They don't care because he opens the door for people like Ryan Walters to do crazy shit.
Right.
That's what it is. It's
the Pandora's box, and fuckers like this come popping out, right? And they come popping out with their fucking ideas that are right in line with all that shit. And Trump may or may not be in agreement to this, because I don't think that fucker ever cracked a Bible. To be honest, really. He's never cracked a Bible. He's selling them, and that's cool, I guess, for him. At $150 a pop or whatever he's selling, he
doesn't believe any of that crap.
He's selling Trump Bibles, and he's never read the book. Guaranteed. This fucker. Oh my god.
He's full of crap,
dude. 100%. Okay, anyway, time travel.
I think. Okay, let's get on to our actual subject, which is today, which is time travel. I've made a slide with Marty McFly and Doc Jones.
God, I love it. I watched a little bit of it the other day.
Doc Brown.
McFly.
It is a great movie, and it deals with actual time travel conundrums.
Do you know who made this movie, Gabe?
Yes, the same person who made Forrest Gump. But
Zemeckis.
He made this. Zemeckis made this before. okay, so Zemeckis did make this, and that was good. I didn't think though that the third one was
Have
good.
you done the deep dive of this to make sure that there isn't any kind of like?
There is. I think Marty McFly was representing the Christian Authority.
Yeah.
Right. In the third one, one's a little bit.
Third one cowboy, so it was a little cowboy. Are you sure we're not talking Republican? Are we not pushing the Republican agenda?
The third one has a little bend to it, if you ask me. But it's maybe Zemeckis was starting to reconsider his more liberal viewpoints at that time.
No, he was not.
Anyway, good movie. You see, I'm not railing against I'm not railing against this movie because it's a good movie and the message isn't overwhelmingly conservative and awful like Forrest Gump. But it was an excellent movie. But it brings up a lot of the real conundrums of time travel, so one of the things about time travel, nobody is sure that it is possible, but there are theories about whether it's possible, and there's a lot of math and physics and stuff that goes into it that I don't understand. Even though I went to CSUN, I do not understand those.
They teach you time travel at CSUN?
Well, they don't teach time travel.
This is a problem. Why didn't you get fully educated?
Well, I mean, if I went to MIT or something, I guess I would expect myself to know that stuff. But
are you telling me that MIT is better than CSUN? Is that what you're saying right now?
If I did, yeah, this is for science people. This is for hardcore science people, like what's his name? That guy with the.
What was that movie on time travel that these guys went into a box and they came out and there was a whole like overlapping shit that it was a very complicated.
I saw that movie.
Low budget film.
I didn't like it because I couldn't.
You didn't like it?
I couldn't understand it. It was too much.
I just watched a TV series on Apple called Dark Matter, and this guy develops this box and a little bit of serum, and he realizes that you can just by your thought patterns, you can go wherever you want just based on how you're feeling and your positive thoughts. And there's just so many. I'd suggest watching it. It's a little confusing. I just finished the first season last night, but it's kind of at some point at the end there's like fucking 40 of this guy, all trying to.
Is this a documentary or this a movie?
No. It's a fictional.
Well, so there's a number of different theories about this. One of the ones that I read about yesterday was there's because there's all these paradoxes that would happen if time travel is possible, right? Like you could go and kill your grandfather before he had your mother or father, and then you wouldn't exist.
You disappear though?
So that's one of the problems with time travel that they say that why it can't exist. But then there's theories about, okay, maybe there's branches of time, or you go into another dimension, and so those paradoxes don't matter. But then they're saying, is that actually time travel or is that dimensional travel? So are you really time traveling if you're not going in your timeline, if you're going in another dimension?
Do we agree there's dimensions?
Well, I
do.
Maybe I mean there's dimensions. Are there dimensions that have there are dimensions, but there's infinite number of dimensions, but are there worlds or existence or universes in those dimensions? I don't know. Like that part, I don't know.
Well, there's so many different scenarios through all that. It could, maybe every one of those opportunities and different dimensions are different in every aspect, just depending on where you jump.
That's absolutely true too. Or they could be like exactly the same, and you could jump them, and they could just be a little bit different. Who knows? But that's one of the theories goes that time travel is possible in the respect that you would be able to go. It eliminates the paradoxes that would happen.
Let's scoop this kind of thing up, and instead of because it feels linear, like we're gonna travel linearly through a fucking time scope and do other things. Mm-hmm. But what about Okay, they're both nodding. I'm frozen. Am I back? Am I back?
It's when you say something very...
Dude, as soon as it's good information, like something we want to hear,
yeah. Keep it shallow, dude. Keep it shallow, and it won't happen.
I'm going to try shallow.
Boom!
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? About sometimes, maybe, man. We would talk about linear fucking travel through time dimensions and shit. But what about the fact that there might be many dimensions, and sometimes travel is fucking through dimensions. It's just slipping past the door and fucking blue.
Oddly enough, you have not frozen up yet.
You haven't frozen once.
Yeah, I got to talk like an idiot, and then fucking dude. Yeah.
Dude, do you think Terry Crews would be a good president?
I think he'd be the president for our time. I do, 100%. Fucking, what was his name? Macho, fucking Camacho.
Yeah, something like that. Do you know? Here's a fun fact about that.
If they start trying to grow fucking vegetables with Brondo, it's over.
Do you know? Crocs were invented from that movie. They said, "Make the stupidest shoes that you can think of," and they made them.
Is that true?
Idiocracy.
Is that true?
And that's where Crocs were developed, was for the movie Idiocracy.
No, are you serious?
People love them.
If I'm wrong, someone write me in and tell me I'm wrong, and I will.
No, I read
the sad fact is nobody's going to write in. We just
got that going for me.
One of the three of you write in and tell us.
One of you write in. The one of you write in. Brandon, I'm talking to you. Write in and tell us about the Crocs thing. Jamie, please investigate the Crocs bit.
I'd like to contend, though, about time travel, that we are time travelers. We do travel through time because we literally travel through time. I mean, we are
at one point and die at another. And
time passes and things happen. Like you could be standing still and time still passes. You'd still travel through it. So we are traveling through it. And I mean, I have my own theories about it. Like I kind of think it's probably just because we can't see the whole timeline at once that we experience it like this. I believe it's all happening at once. Like it's basically, there is no linearity. It's not linear, but I mean, so I think that time travel may be possible, but it might be a whole different thing. And I also think that if you change something, if it would change everything, but it wouldn't matter because it would change. So
that's
what
would that matter?
Ashton
Kutcher movie, The Butterfly Effect, right?
No, I mean, okay, let's go large. Go back and kill Hitler, say, right? So, well, before Hitler was a thing, would then there be a world of? You guys are frozen. Am I frozen? I don't know.
No, not to me.
Would there be a world of peace? I mean, would that shit never happen? What other fucking?
Now you're frozen.
We could. I mean, the amounts of shit that could that the outcome of that is of something of that nature is huge. Even in a small level, it's a big deal. But
but it doesn't matter if you can't detect that it changed. So like, let's say you went back and killed your grandfather, right?
You wouldn't
and
detect
you
that
stopped
it changed.
existing. You stopped existing, and everything changed. Nobody would know anything changed.
Everybody there that was there would not detect the change,
and you wouldn't either because you'd be gone. You'd be stop existing. So there's no.
Would you? Yeah. Would you stop existing as a person because Hitler was still alive or died?
I mean, that's. Yeah.
I mean, look, this is the fucking shit we can play with all night. Like, they say that the fucking is that effective?
Don't look.
I saw it.
Don't look.
Tell me about the Big Bang. What do you guys think about the Big Bang? Do you think the universe is expanding from a fucking central point, or is
Probably.
it a donut?
No,
where it all goes around like an inner tube, all around and all around, or it's just so vast that your goddamn peanut mind can't fucking grasp it, or it's a fucking video game. I don't know. But
I mean, I don't think it matters.
Well, Gabe, if nothing matters, then we don't need to have a conversation about it. I mean,
I'm just saying that I don't think
take that fucking point that nothing matters. We are talking about time travel.
Matters. I'm just saying that the shape of the universe, I don't know how important that is. as much as, I mean, maybe it will be someday at this
important
at our
on a day to day. No, it's just a fucking
at our particular point of civilization.
It's just a wondery. That's what we're here doing.
Well, I agree with that. I just think that there are things we need to discover before we discover that. But I mean, I'm sure it will have. I mean, I'm all for astronomy and space travel and all that kind of thing to discover that, to figure that out. I agree. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm not sure, like, when we discover it, what that's going to do for us when we discover more, and whether we're able to discover more in this particular universe. Who knows? Like, we may not be able to discover.
What do you think is the mechanism that they will use to travel through time if they could possibly do it?
Well, this one that I have here on the screen is the Time Travelers from the 1961 movie chair. Based on the
That's a hell of a chair. Wells. I want that chair. I want that's my TV chair.
Based on the H.G. Wells novel, or it's a novella, maybe it's a short story. I don't know. I've read it. I loved it. Time machine. Guy invents a time machine at the turn of the century. The time machine. He goes into the future. In the future, there's a race of people who are basically eaten by another race of people who live underground. And those underground people were like the workers who became underground people. And the other people are like, they just play and sing and like.
And just have like there's a utopia there, and they're just all like hanging out.
Yeah, and there is. It's utopia for the little people who live on the surface. And they're provided with everything by the people below who live underneath. But those people also eat them.
I would just like to say that Lemmy was right. Eat the rich. And that's what happens. The underground people come up and eat the rich. And
you don't want to eat the rich, though. The rich don't. The rich eat too well.
Apparently, the underground people thought they tasted pretty good. And
they did. They started eating them.
And we're not so good about the music. And so they came up at night.
The two people are the Eloi, who live on the surface, and the Morlocks, who live underground.
Right. And those people all love it. I don't know why and it was the same thing with Star Trek. It was like everybody in the future wears fucking some abbreviated form of a toga,
Yeah,
like
they were togas,
especially
the
women. It was just like like cover the tits, and come around in like a kind of nice skirt, short skirt.
I didn't see this version, but I saw the Guy Pearce version where he goes back with the Neanderthal-esque people that live in the trees.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this one is this one they all wear togas. Also, the main love interest is Yvette Mimieux, who was at the time, she was like 18. She's amongst the hottest actresses that ever existed. She was.
I don't.
She never became super popular.
How did the Pamela Anderson?
1960.
The Baywatch chick?
1960. They did this original.
This movie, yes.
Wow. Yvette Mimieux.
Yvette Mimieux. She was she was also in the later she was in the the Black Hole.
Oh,
which
I love that movie.
Which one? Yeah, like the regular one or the porn one?
No, that was a porn film from
she wasn't in that one.
1972. Okay. It was before Behind the Green Door or
Behind the Green Door.
Throat Games.
There was a scary movie called Behind the Green Door, and then
it wasn't scary. I don't think anybody was scared. I think everybody.
I watched it both.
It was cupping balls.
Only about 7 minutes of the other one.
I was talking about
like I said, I don't watch
1981 Disney movie, which was The Black Hole.
The Black Hole. That's right. Disney
science fiction movie. And
I was so
Ernest
interested
Borgnine was in it.
Yeah, Ernest Borgnine. You got a good one when you got Ernest Borgnine in there. You got get something right with his gap in his teeth. Ugliest motherfucker. You know what? It doesn't matter. You can be an actor.
Poseidon Adventure.
He was in the Poseidon Adventure.
He was in everything. He was in everything. It was great.
He was in Towering Inferno too.
Inferno, yeah.
I don't think I saw that. I have never seen
there was
the ship sinking.
In the 70s.
Great, right. Everybody was high back then, so it was like fucking ship sinking, right? Building on fire. What do we got? Earthquake. Tornadoes. What do we got?
bringing this back to television, Ernest Borgnine was also in Airwolf. Picture. Ernest Borgnine was like the comic relief in Airwolf in the back.
He was.
He was like the Ed McMahon of the Airwolf. Like,
I want to ask you really quick, because I remember this chair. I remember the show. I remember the thing spinning in the back. But there's always some kind of device that kicks the whole thing off. There's like a crystal or something. Like, what was the thing that chair had that had like a fucking... I think it had a rod with like a crystal on. Yeah, I'm frozen.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I'm
just
frozen.
When we needed to hear that info.
Wait, you said who? Sorry, you froze.
Okay, I'm gonna start over again. I'm like this guy because this chair. I wanted to know.
Crystal.
And
there was a crystal.
I'll just talk stupid. Oh, fucking chair, the goddamn spinning thing, and I just thought at some point there'd be some kind of device that would allow you to travel through space, and isn't there always something you put on? It's a crystal, isn't it?
It was like a control crystal or something that he put on there, and it made everything work. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on the handle. It just like
it was the handle. Yeah.
It's people. Soylent Green is people. Yeah, did you ever watch Soylent Green, Gabe?
I love Soylent Green. That's one of my. I love that movie. It's such a good movie.
Heston. I just had a flashback. Yeah. Did I have a flashback, or was I here before? And
you guys talk to yourselves because Gabe's having a lot of memories that aren't happening, and you're having.
Oh yeah, I've been having weird like.
Hey, you had some news. Did you have something to say?
That was it. I did it.
Was it? You did? I've been
we
having
talked
flashbacks.
About it. Okay. No, we talked about the Bible being taught in Oklahoma schools.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Go ahead.
Go ahead. You said something. You were about to stumble.
I was just going to say. I think we've exhausted time travel. So.
All right, we're moving on.
We were talking about.
We're moving on. I got a feeling we're moving on.
As we degraded into, we went into movies again, so which is good. But I just thought we'd go to. Okay, are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Oh,
is that the bottom of somebody's foot? Is it?
Yeah, that sure is.
So
this is
something tells me that's not sand.
This is. Does this look infected? This is one of our favorite segments, and we have somebody's ear, which is
that's an ear.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my God.
Ear. We have an ear that looks like it's I don't know what to call that.
That's beyond a cauliflower. That's like.
Well, you shouldn't. If you're, I mean, come on. If you're wrestling with somebody with that kind of ear, you know this guy's been through the.
He's been through the shit.
Ear. Yeah. That's cauliflower.
And
you look at the ear, you go, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm fucking not."
The second one is a foot, the bottom of somebody's foot, which just looks like.
It's called.
The third one is Joe Biden.
Oh, poor Joe.
I don't think poor Joe's infected. I really don't think he's infected. I think he's just
not infected.
He's
Joe's just tired, man.
He's just infected.
He needs a warm milk,
man. The guy's been around.
He needs a warm milk and a nappy and be put to bed. He's good. Did a good job, buddy.
What do you guys?
Go and sit down.
What do you think of the answers?
No,
on this
yes,
one?
no.
No, yes, no.
Yeah. That's what I'm going.
How about you, T-Bone? No, yes, no.
No, yes, no.
You guys got it. No, yes, maybe.
Right.
I put get it together, Joe. That's a keloid scar. That ear.
Yeah.
That's a keloid scar. They actually grow. Keloid scars grow bigger, and so you start with a regular scar, and then it turns into that. The other one is pitted keratolis.
Oh boy! If I could get a keloid to grow into a penis like that, I could just make it like another penis, or just like a solid outer shell of a,
I don't know if you could do some work anymore.
I think I could do some work.
I don't know if you feel keloid scars or if they're like dead.
Yeah, that's it.
I could go. Don't know. That foot does not look good though.
Well, the foot that looks like something a hippie gets from hiking in the wrong forest.
Yeah, that looks like
I was bushwhacking through the forest.
Yeah, I was bushwhacking.
I was
trying to find a place to smoke my chillum, and I fucking stepped on this thing.
It's exactly what happened.
I waded through this pond. It was so beautiful, but then my foot got this. I was in the moment.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And Pat, I felt things like that. People would there was
get
things
it together,
just
Joe.
sniping away my oldness.
Yeah, I put maybe for this, and I said get it together, Joe, because I feel like Joe needs to get it together.
Well, that's our first maybe. That's good.
There's only amount of together that he can get.
It is.
At the age, there's only an amount of together he can get. It's just, he's old. And, he walks a little stiff.
That's why I'm saying
he's a little confused sometimes.
Travel. We would have a better candidate.
You can't debate. You can't debate with a guy that he just needs a little time to think about things.
We wouldn't know because it would just change, and we wouldn't have any idea it changed. That's how.
Well, I can't wait for next week to change that. Because come on, man, this fucking guy.
Well, hey, one of the other time travel theories. One of the other time travel theories was that it's not possible because we've never had a time traveler visit us. And it's like the Fermi paradox that says that we should have had an aliens come visit us by now. So, but I also think that a time traveler would try not to let you know they were a time traveler. So,
but time is different in outer space. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, it is. I mean, it depends. No, it's different.
It could be a million years. Someone comes and visits us every million years, and we're sitting here.
Well, that's true.
Counting the fucking seconds, and these guys are like, whatever.
Well, that's true. There's also forward time travel, which is if you go relativistic speeds. So if you get close to the speed of light, then
are you gonna get that?
Theoretically, time dilates, and you experience time slower than the rest of the universe, or other things going slower.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this has been said in a lot of science fiction books, and this was Ernest Einstein's shit. There we go. Okay.
No, you're not. You're still
not
talking.
Yet. As soon as you're getting ready to say it, though, you're going to click off.
We're just going to do this every time you say anything.
Damn it, man! I just think about this time travel shit, and my whole ball skin just kind of like revels up, and I fucking.
And one of my nuts
Suddenly, one of my nuts sucked up into me, and I just thought, hey, man, this is some Ernest Einstein bullshit. And I think he's onto something. Man, how the fuck does guy fucking Earth-based understand how fucking time works out in space when he ain't never been?
You're kind of too good at that. But...
If I got to do that to keep this fucker from not glitching, no, we could do it. How does that happen, man?
This is so. We're coming to the end, but I have one last segment for us. This is a new segment.
I imagine the living room. Hang on a second. I imagine the living room at fucking or Dwight Yoakam's living room. Get out, you fucking retards!
God damn it, man!
I want to talk about space.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out! It was that. Why am I blanking on that movie right now? Because it was fucking Sling Blade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sling Blade.
Sling Blade. That was good. One of the best performances Dwight Yoakam has ever had. Get the fuck out, all of y'all.
Do you know who the guitar player was in that scene?
No.
Ian Moore.
Look familiar. Oddly Freed.
Ian Moore.
Or is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Texas boy. Billy Bob Thornton, buddy. Anyway, yeah, I know the 10 Commandments. Fucking, I can't read the fucking Hebrew and shit, but if they break it down for me, I got it.
So they got this
segment
going on.
Is called "Get Ready for the Theocracy" because it's coming. So I figured we need to beef up on our Bible because we're going to have to talk Bible pretty soon in order for the new country that's coming. So let's get started.
Dude, I love the way you put that. It was very teacher. Let's get started.
The 10 Commandments. What are they? Who's gonna try first?
Don't kill. Don't covet. Don't rape. Don't.
Thou shalt not.
I think you already fucked up.
Don't eat your neighbor's sheep. Don't.
Oh my God!
Don't eat your neighbor's wife.
Man. Yeah, it's basically just be a good person. How about that?
Okay.
Can we go there?
I don't.
What
think
do we got?
You guys.
Where's the next slide?
I don't think you guys got them.
No, we don't have them.
You didn't get them
no
at all.
Covet,
I don't think.
no fucking eat. Don't
I'm
eat too much.
I'm actually looking for them right now. They're harder to find than I would have thought.
You have a slide for this?
Okay,
this
wait,
wasn't the next slide?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm not going to put that on burn my slides. So, hey, first one. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's it.
You're not. The second one is you shall not make idols. I don't know. This is like a modernized version. It's okay. Third one is you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. The fourth one is remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The fifth one is honor your father and your mother.
And they don't murder.
There's thou shalt not kill. That's right. Then there's like you shall not commit adultery.
Jerk off the
then there's thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not wear clown
the ninth
shoes.
one is thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. And then the 10th one is thou shalt not covet. Of course, those are pared down to make them more understandable because they're a lot longer. Because it's like, I think the covet one is like, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife or his ass or his
his
whatever,
money or his anything.
His everything else.
Yeah,
so
everything.
What about
and then
dog?
You cover the dog. I mean, that's not a problem.
Yeah, you can cover dogs.
Let me ask.
I don't think that's
I don't know what my neighbor's all pissed about.
Yeah, it's good. We're good.
I'll be honest. I don't think any of the theocracies are going to follow. They're going to follow it, but we're going to have to follow it. So, as such, get used to your new rules
because they brought it upon us. Is that what you're saying?
They get a pass for everything.
To be honest, guys, this is the fucking basics. It's like we've all been doing this anyway, so whatever. I mean, the other shit
you hope
is
we have,
scary.
You try. You go out, you try your hardest.
We're trying not to covet people. This is actually a list of how not to be an asshole in the real world.
It really
is. I mean, is it?
Break it down.
It is.
Like, what if you want to have other gods?
Don't fucking chase after somebody's wife. Don't fucking be an asshole. Don't steal. Don't fucking murder.
What
don't
about the god? Wait.
Give me the one.
Hold on. So out of those, out of these, there's only a couple that are of any use. No other gods. I mean, what if I want to have other gods? Who the hell cares? I'm not hurting anybody. Okay, wait a second. Not make idols. Again, not hurting anybody if I make idols. Yeah. Why is that there?
Okay, you're right.
Taking the Lord's name in vain. I'm not hurting anybody.
These
remembering the Sabbath day.
These are all the things that God is establishing. That all the things you could go against Him. Don't fucking worship anybody else. Don't say bad shit about me. That's
right.
Fucking me.
This
I'm
like
the boss
an angry. Here. This is an angry God telling you this. Yeah. Remember the Sabbath day.
Somebody say, don't say bad shit about me. Like,
honor your father and your mother. What if they're not nice people? And what if they aren't honorable? Like, okay,
you know what? If
thou
they
shalt
are
not murder, steal, commit adultery. I mean, that's questionable. What if some people are polyamorous?
No.
Bear false witness. I think that's a good one. And covet. I mean, come on, man.
Bear false witness and covet. That's what you got out of that whole thing.
No, well, I think that the murder and the steal are the only ones that are of any actual use. All the other ones are
Okay,
so I'm only going to listen to 2 of these. So when everybody's in charge, I'm just going to let them know. I'm just listening to 2 of these. That's it.
Nope.
Yeah, because those are the only 2 that make any sense.
The rest of it, and throw it out the window.
The other ones are
take what I want.
And
the fucking funny thing is they're going to hang this shit in a fucking classroom. It's like, what if you got a fucking student of a different religion? And it's like,
well, that's what they're saying.
I don't know. Does that apply? How does that work?
Well, according to our Constitution, it doesn't. You can't bring that into the fucking...
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be doing that. Exactly.
This is what the fucking people ran away from in the first place, to start their own thing.
That is
our own
thing. That part, I will agree with you there.
Right.
Okay, I got one more Bible question this week.
Is that
one more
this
Bible
is our
question?
new segment, Bible question?
What do you use it?
Well, no, it's get ready for the theocracy. So you're gonna have to.
Should we have Bible questions?
You're gonna have to know. You're gonna have to know this crap.
So we started this on Sunday, and now you're bringing in Bible study. Okay. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Bible study.
I want to be ready for the new leaders. Okay, who turned into pillar salt? Who turned into pillar salt? Somebody turned into it. Somebody turned into a pillar of salt in the Bible. Who was it?
Jacob.
And you know what? Extra credit points if you know why.
Oh, because he was fucking coveting someone's neighbor, bitch. I'm guaranteeing that, right? No?
Ready? I can just tell you guys.
Medici.
This is sort of a weird one. It was Job's wife, and the reason that she turned into a pillar of salt is that while God was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah, she disobeyed God, and God said, "Don't look back while I'm destroying Sodom and Gomorrah."
She looked.
Right.
So
is that it?
She looked back, and God turned her into a pillar of salt. So
what a dick
that was.
He is. Why would he do that? Curiosity?
Because is an angry.
I missed that whole thing. You guys froze up. What the fuck was it?
He turned her into a pillar of salt. That was what happened.
All right. Well.
You froze. No, you did.
Pillar of salt. Who's Medusa then?
Fucking pillar of salt. All right. Listen, I have to piss. Time's up.
Yeah.
Wow, you are just angry today, aren't you? Yeah,
I'm not. I'm just. You know what? I got a lot of feelings rolling around in here right now about all the shit that's been going on, and then you want to talk to me about time travel.
Okay. Well,
anyways, time travel.
Thank you for listening, 3 listeners. Fuck y'all, time travel. Thank you for listening. NotTalkingAboutThat.com is our website.
I think this was a good show.
It was. I mean, we had a lot of animated conversation.
Yeah. Well, I think that
you can
just
email us.
Was rough, but yeah, the guys are not talking about that.
We got it all. We got it
guys
all
not talking
out.
about that.
But here we are.
We're on social media, which I haven't updated in a while. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I think just get ready for the theocracy.
The apocalypse.
The Trump presidency. At least the Trump presidency.
Well, I was looking forward to this all week. I'm glad it all worked out and we continued to try. So thank you guys. Sorry you got to pee. I'm going to let you go.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, my friends.
I thoroughly enjoyed today's.
I love you guys. Boom, 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 boom. I love you. Devon, we'll talk tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you guys next week.
Talk to you next week. All right.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.